How do you establish sales goals, and how do you hold yourself accountable in meeting those goals on a monthly basis? Do you set the goals based on year over year numbers, or do you project performance milestones and other factors?
Yeah, really good question, because I think you can ask 100 dealerships and get 100 answers.
Yeah.
But being a former athlete, former coach, the first goal I start with is the store goal. Okay. And then I get everybody on a team mindset that it's all about the store. So I set the store goal. Then I ask people, how many of those can you contribute to? And then it gets people not just thinking about themselves, it gets them thinking about the whole store. So I set the store goal, and then I'll ask people how many they feel like they can contribute to that. And then it sometimes ends up being, oh, well, our goal was whatever, 100, and all of y'all's numbers combined are 123. So that's now the goal. But the other thing I do whenever I'm with salespeople is I start with their income. Okay, so I start with how much money do you feel like would be a great job this year? Now, first of all, we handle that kind of in the interview. Anybody that says 50, 60 grand, that's just probably not somebody that's going to work with us. But like I have a guy that wants to make 300 grand this year, and he'll probably get really close to it. But in order for him to make 300 grand, what's he need to make a month? 25 grand. So that means that he needs to average X amount on his commissions, which means he needs to sell this many cars. And then you work the goal. Like I work the goal from the bank account to the lot, not.
Mm-hmm. Do you have them set? Are they mostly just financial goals, or do you get deeper into what their life work balance looks like and what some of their personal goals are?
So
is it all business? Is it all? I'm just asking. I'm just out of curiosity. Is it mostly business generated?
Yeah, I get it all that. But what we do is we've actually changed the way we are always tinkering with how we interview people. And now what we've done is we have started with our interview is teaching people about money. I was actually telling my friend this yesterday playing golf. If I can teach people about money and how most of what they heard growing up is probably wrong about money, then it kind of blows their brain and makes them go, man, I need money. Instead of, hey, let me teach you how to sell. Like, I need to teach you about money first to where it makes you realize, man, I need a lot of money. And then the next question they're going to ask is, how do I get a lot of money? You seem like you have a lot of money. And then they look to us and they say, well, this is what we do when we sell people. We do this. Now they're listening to us because they want a lot of money. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but we reversed it from teaching people how to sell and then asking them their financial goals. We teach them what they need their financial goals to be, and then teach them how to sell to reach those. So I have this guy that came over from a rival store, I call rival, and he was averaging, what was he averaging? Brent, 16 a month. He was averaging 16 cars a month, and he comes over to us, and we teach him about money. And then now he has talked his wife out of her current job and is starting her own business, and because he has his money goal now, so she started her own business. And he went from selling 16 cars a month to 26 cars a month. And now he's in finance. When he brought another guy over who was selling 25 cars a month, taught him about money. Now he's averaging 43 a month. And
sold 50 last month.
Yes, sold 51 last month.
Yeah. That's remarkable.
A service advisor who was whatever going to make 60 grand a year, and he's on pace for 64 this month. Because I'm trying to teach people about money.
Yeah.
What's really cool about this, I had not planned on talking about this, but so I have an 18-year-old son, okay? Mm-hmm. And he started working here, like taking some pictures for our inventory and, just detail on the, during the summertime and whatnot. And so when he turned 18, he decided that he really likes working with cars. Mm-hmm. And so he wants to pursue working in the service department. So he graduated high school a little early and started as a lube technician in our service department. Now, I had hoped previous to that he would want to get into sales, and he just didn't really express much of an interest in that. He really wanted to work on cars. And so he's done that for about 4 months. And like what Brandon was saying about teaching these people about money. Now, here's a very impressionable young adult.
Sure.
about money. And so we were having this money discussion one day, and it's just like, it just clicks for him. It's like, for him to make the amount of money and accomplish the goals he wants to accomplish, it's going to take X amount of time in the service department. And then he realizes in the sales industry, like, man, I have a lot more opportunity in a much shorter amount of time. I want to learn how to sell. And it's not the desire to sell that came first. It's the understanding of money that came first. And so now, like, he is working as a sales assistant to learn how to sell. And he is coming to see Brandon or myself and, the other manager every day. Hey, what can I learn today to be able to sell sooner?
Yeah, he spends his lunch break in my office, unless he's with you.
Yeah.
Asking questions like, teach me some word tracks. Like, teach me how to close people.
Sure.
He wanted to learn finance the other day. I'm like, you haven't even sold a car yet. So he was like, I don't even know how finance works. So I took him in the finance office and I just pulled up a deal and I just went through the whole deal and did my whole presentation, printed the paperwork and everything because he just wanted to see it. Well, I'm not going to tell somebody who wants to see it, don't worry about that. If you want to see it, man. If that's what's going to make you hungry, do it.
Yeah.
How many people are doing that? And I think when we drop them in our culture of, we're talking about this stuff, because I think one of the biggest lies in a dealership is like, oh, you got a salesperson that's not doing well, tell him to go buy something. Why would you do that? Why would you add debt to this guy? And all he's going to do is use the extra money he's making or she's making to pay all this stupid debt. All it does is makes the manager rich. Why don't you take that money so he can make money when he's sleeping, so he can actually have a better life?